Call what is the real story behind SUGA's mysterious new Instagram post? Why did just two simple words, merry-go-round, send millions of fans into an emotional whirlwind? Stay until the end, share your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to like and subscribe if you enjoy stories that uncover the emotions behind the biggest moments in K-pop. Could two ordinary words really create an extraordinary storm across the internet? Or was there something hidden beneath the surface that only devoted fans could truly understand? The moment the notification appeared, it looked like any other social media update. It arrived quietly, without a dramatic countdown, without a flashy announcement, and without any warning that something unforgettable was about to unfold. Yet within minutes, timelines across multiple platforms began moving faster than usual. Fans stopped whatever they were doing. Screenshots spread from one account to another. Group chats suddenly became active again. Thousands of conversations started at the same time, all centered around one familiar name that had once again captured the attention of millions around the world. SUGA. For many people, the latest Instagram post was simply another update from one of the world's most recognizable artists. But for ARMY, every image, every caption, every detail has always carried meaning beyond what could immediately be seen. When the caption read, merry-go-round, curiosity instantly replaced certainty. It was short. It was simple. Yet that simplicity became the very reason why it exploded into one of the most talked-about moments online. No lengthy explanation accompanied the post. No additional context appeared underneath it. There was only enough to spark countless interpretations, and perhaps that was exactly why the internet refused to stay quiet. Some fans smiled the moment they read it. Others stared at their screens for several seconds before typing anything. Many admitted that they felt unexpectedly emotional, even though they could not immediately explain why. That was the unique influence SUGA had built throughout his career. His words rarely demanded attention through volume. Instead, they invited reflection through silence. Rather than explaining every feeling, he often allowed listeners and fans to discover their own meanings within his work. Over the years, that quiet storytelling had become one of the defining characteristics of his artistic identity. This latest Instagram update felt no different. Within minutes, thousands of comments began appearing beneath the post. Some described the caption as comforting. Others called it mysterious. A number of fans wondered whether it hinted at a new creative chapter, while others believed it simply reflected a passing moment in life. Regardless of individual interpretation, one undeniable truth quickly emerged. Everyone was talking about it. The phrase merry-go-round suddenly became more than just a caption. It became a conversation. It became a symbol that connected millions of people who had different languages, different cultures, and different backgrounds, yet somehow found themselves asking exactly the same question. What does it mean? Perhaps there would never be a definitive answer. Perhaps there was never supposed to be one. That uncertainty only fueled even greater excitement. Across social media, fans revisited previous interviews, old lyrics, memorable performances, and countless moments from SUGA's career, searching for possible connections. Every detail seemed worthy of discussion. Every possibility opened another path for interpretation. Some believed the words represented life's endless cycles. Others connected them with memories of youth, growth, and returning to places that once felt familiar. Several fans described the caption as beautifully bittersweet, suggesting that no matter how many times life spins around, people continue moving forward while carrying new experiences with them. Whether those interpretations reflected SUGA's original intention remained unknown. Yet perhaps that mystery itself was the true beauty of the moment. Instead of giving fans every answer, the post encouraged millions to reflect on their own stories. That emotional connection has always been one of the strongest reasons why SUGA's influence extends far beyond music. His work has consistently encouraged listeners to confront their own emotions rather than escape them. Happiness, uncertainty, exhaustion, hope, ambition, disappointment, healing. All of these feelings have appeared throughout different chapters of his artistic journey. As a result, even the shortest caption could resonate in remarkably personal ways. Many longtime followers admitted that seeing those words unexpectedly reminded them of their own lives. Some remembered difficult periods they had overcome. Others thought about dreams they continued chasing despite repeated setbacks. There were fans who reflected on friendships that had lasted for years, while others remembered how discovering BTS had helped them during challenging moments. In that sense, the Instagram post became something larger than social media. It became a mirror. Everyone saw something slightly different reflected inside it. As discussions continued growing throughout the day, the atmosphere online transformed into something surprisingly warm. Instead of arguments, countless users shared personal memories connected to SUGA's music. They wrote about concerts that changed their lives. They recalled sleepless nights spent listening to comforting songs. Some even described how certain lyrics had helped them find strength during periods of loneliness. Those stories reminded everyone that behind every viral trend exists something much deeper than numbers. Behind every repost is a person. Behind every comment is an emotion. Behind every shared image is a memory. That emotional foundation explained why SUGA remained such a significant figure for millions around the world. His popularity could certainly be measured through statistics, followers, streaming numbers, and sold-out performances. However, the most meaningful measure of his influence could never truly be counted. It existed inside individual lives. One fan described opening Instagram after an exhausting day only to discover the unexpected update waiting on the screen. Another wrote that the caption reminded them to appreciate life's continuous journey instead of worrying about reaching a final destination. Someone else admitted they smiled for the first time that week simply because seeing SUGA active again made the day feel brighter. These reactions spread almost as quickly as the original post itself. Soon, fan-made artwork inspired by Merry-Go-Round began appearing online. Editors created cinematic videos using memorable moments from SUGA's performances. Writers composed heartfelt letters explaining what the phrase meant to them personally. Digital artists illustrated colorful interpretations filled with nostalgia, hope, and imagination. The creativity seemed endless. Every hour introduced something new. What began as a single Instagram caption gradually transformed into a worldwide wave of artistic expression. Perhaps that was one of the most remarkable aspects of modern fandom. Instead of merely consuming content, fans actively expanded it. They transformed a simple update into conversations, artwork, stories, music edits, emotional reflections, and meaningful interactions that connected strangers from opposite sides of the world. For many observers, this demonstrated something extraordinary. Influence is not only measured by attention. It is measured by inspiration. SUGA had once again inspired millions to create. As evening arrived in different parts of the world, discussions showed no sign of slowing down. New interpretations continued appearing. Fresh theories emerged every few minutes. Yet despite the countless opinions being shared, one feeling remained surprisingly consistent across nearly every conversation. Gratitude. Fans expressed appreciation simply for receiving another glimpse into SUGA's journey. Sometimes the biggest moments are not created through elaborate announcements or spectacular productions. Sometimes they begin with only 2 words. Merry-go-round. And somehow, those 2 words were enough to make the world stop scrolling for just a little while, look closer, Think deeper, and remember why a single artist's quiet presence could still unite millions of hearts around the globe. The story, however, was only beginning.